I'm so excited for this interview because it's been such a delight to meet you, Susan. We met in December and now it is springtime and there's been so many changes. And I want to just start right away. I'm actually going to start in a different order. I would love for you to share what are some of the results that you've gotten through changing your hairstyling business?
I would say one of the biggest results is that you've taken the difficulty of social media and just twisted it into like an easy ABC kind of formula for me. It was just like that was really like the biggest bane of my existence. And you kind of gave me some like real practical, easy steps to follow. And it went from like this intensity of like dread to like yes. You know what I mean? Like it's actually kind of pleasurable, dare I say.
Here, I'd say it's pleasurable. That's so fun though. Like I
Yes,
love that now because I get that feeling now too when I create something. I think this is good. And
right.
I just recorded a training, I guess the other day, and I was rewinding the tape back to 2009 when I first created my Instagram account because I've been a hairdresser since I got sober in 2005, but I didn't do an Instagram right away. And I was like, oh, I don't want to do that. And so in 2009, I remembered the dread.
Yeah.
I remembered the constant compare and despair of like the
Yeah.
really famous hairstylists who were obsessed with the video. And I thought, if I'm not that, then that means that I'm a failure. And oh my gosh, what a change it has been many years later and getting lots of mentorship to then go, this is good. Dare I say it? I mean, every day is not an A plus day, but how cool that you get to feel that and it gets to be like simple and easy.
Yeah, and like I look at the numbers and I'm blown away that like, because it gives you the stats and it's grown like, 2 to 3,000 just in a month's time or 2 months time, just
Oh,
from being consistent, which is
but that's
pretty.
incredible though, because I think I said this recently that messaging and marketing will always be greater than sales because if you have really great marketing and messaging, they're already quote unquote sold before they even come into your hairstyling business, before they even book an online consult with you or hop on the phone or send a text message. They're already really sold into you because you're the brand.
Yeah, yeah.
That's so cool. Well,
It
tell everybody who are you and where are you located and just tell us about your hairstyling business.
Okay, so I am in Southwest Florida. I'm in Bonita Springs, Florida, just close to like Naples and Fort Myers in between. And I've been in the business for 30 years, which is insane to me. I can't even believe I said that out loud. But
I know. I still feel 21 sometimes. I'm like, who is this person adulting?
oh, shit. Yeah, and I was really like honestly when I came to you, I was really kind of burned out. I was like totally done. I was just trying to get through the next 10 years until I retire.
Sure.
Um, and now I definitely am feeling very renewed and kind of reignited in my business. I'm feeling really passionate about it. I went through a really difficult last couple of years with losing family members, multiple family members. It was pretty kind of crazy and traumatic.
Yeah.
But through that, I've been doing a lot of healing work and shadow work with myself, trying to like pull myself out of the darkness. And I found that I really was kind of healing and kind of coming out the other side. And I realized that what I did best with my clients always is connecting with them. And
Mhm.
so I started to kind of put two and two together, and I realized that I really wanted to focus on really connecting with my client and really being able to let them have a safe space to feel the way they need to feel, to express what they needed to express, and not just give them beautiful hair, but like validate them as a human and specifically as a woman. I really wanted to support that. So that's kind of where my focus is now. And now I'm all jazzed up about it. I'm excited. I had a client yesterday after I did my infamous moon wash with a haircut, and
I love the
she
moon wash.
Yeah, and we were taking pictures afterwards, and you can just see the glow of a smile in her face. Like it wasn't just, oh, I got a great haircut. Like
Mhm.
she felt like a goddess. She felt so good from the inside out, and that's what's really important to me. And so that's been great. That's what you've kind of helped cultivate for me. You've kind of helped take that passion for me and kind of like put it into some actionable steps that I've been able to kind of like slowly infiltrate into my business, and it's been really wonderful, and I'm really grateful to you.
Yeah.
So
It is so, I love that you touched upon when tough stuff happens in our own lives and how we are then like going to work and interacting with people. We don't have desk jobs where we can just call it in and not work on people in order to make money. And learning how to navigate through that in a way that allows us to make money and also allows us to feel fulfilled, i.e., the burnout. Because I feel like burnout is typically happening because we don't like our job anymore and we're not making the money that we want. I feel like it really is those two things.
yeah,
Would you agree?
yeah,
Yeah.
100%.
I mean, that was my story.
Yeah,
I didn't like my job anymore. I wasn't making the money that I wanted to make. And I thought I should be way further ahead than I was like at that time of my life. And being able to learn how to make that happen so that it's not so heavy on the system. Like that's what happened. It's like when tough stuff happened, like for me, it was a divorce that really rocked my world. That was like my day of reckoning. And when I was going through that very tough time, and I did not love my job and I wasn't making the money that I wanted to make, it was just so hard, right? Because you understand, obviously, because you're still navigating through grief. It's not like it happens and then, you have a month and then you're
right.
done, right? Like
It's
it's still a process and it's like this, it's not like this.
yeah,
So learning how to feel a fulfillment in my job again and make the money that I want and then also have the space to then hold my grief and work on the other parts of my life that I want to develop is so valuable for me because time, like you and I have very similar grief stories. And so we've learned that time is the thing that we can't get back. And so we really want to maximize that time and have it feel good as well
exactly,
as be profitable.
exactly,
And sometimes the
exactly.
profitability is emotional profitability when it comes to like having space for family and ourselves.
Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's been a wonderful experience, and I'm really delighted to be able to like go into work again, like
Mhm.
and feel like making a difference, or as opposed to just like, oh, chugging on through, I'll just push through until I get to to retirement,
Mhm.
just suck it up.
Yeah. I'd love to hear from you. What are some of the things that have been really fulfilling for you or really like moving the needle? You already touched about it when it came to the messaging and marketing, but were there other things that really helped you kind of stay on pace? Because we've been working together for a couple of months now, and obviously it wasn't like that from the very beginning. So like you've done quite a lot over these past couple of months.
Yeah, I just kind of like delved into the work, basically. And the workbooks were really I really enjoyed those.
Oh, good.
Yeah. I really enjoyed those.
I created them begrudgingly, but knowing that there was going to be a workbook fan.
I am like such a workbook person. I actually printed them out and put them in little things because like as I was going through the modules, like I could make notes and like kind of like, correlate things. But it also helps me remember, But honestly, I think it was a lot of the energy work that we were doing throughout, like when we would get to do our Monday calls, it was like those things were really, really powerful.
Oh, you mean
Um,
like all of like the self-care sessions for you?
yeah,
Yeah, I
yes.
mean, because if you're talking about burnout, the first thing you have to address is yourself. You can't
Yeah,
be like crispy and then go to, changing your business and, changing your services and all that if you're like still feeling really crispy. So that makes
exactly.
sense.
Yeah, totally. And so I had a few, like you gave me a few extra things in the wheelhouse to kind of pull from or draw from.
Mhm.
And so I was able to kind of create like a new routine in the morning that really like kind of like helped me get my day going in the right direction and the
Yeah.
right direction.
So
You
you
know
can
what I
like
mean?
serve yourself first before you go serve your
Yeah,
clients. And then you're getting, obviously a better, probably like result for your clients because like you're feeling good about it and you feel like more centered and nourished. That makes sense. That's
Yeah,
great.
yeah, totally. So.
Yeah. Anything else that like you loved like during your time? I mean, obviously we're still working together, but
Yeah, I still have like, yeah, I love like all the book recommendations.
all the
Been
personal
really,
development.
yeah, yeah. I'm really into personal development.
Well,
I've
we
been,
should be as entrepreneurs. I mean,
yeah,
that's the thing. We sometimes think, "Oh, I'm going to read this one book and then that's it. I read this one personal development book and then
that's
I'm
it, I'm
good."
good.
But that's not actually how it goes. Like if you're an entrepreneur, no matter what industry you're in, but I think even appropriate for hairstylists because we have a really special career where we're touching people, we're service providers, we're talking, we're doing something very creative, but it is very like close proximity. Um, that we are always going to be on a self-development journey. Like
Yeah,
you kind of become obsessed with personal development because it's just the thing that's required. Because
yeah,
there's going to be those up and downs in our business for every entrepreneur where sometimes the money's not flowing as much. And sometimes you get, $10,000 and $15,000 and it's really exciting and it's super fun. And then there's going to be moments where there's crickets and we need to still stay on track and not
yeah,
just go, oh, I'm gonna quit my business,
yeah,
and the personal development is always what's helped me and filled my cup like during those times.
yeah, absolutely. They've been wonderful. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, tell me, I mean, you're already talking about how this has like impacted you like beyond just like making money in your business. What has happened in like your personal life or like life, in general with your family
I
and your friends
feel,
and
it's funny because I feel a real sense of calm, which sounds bizarre, I know, and peace, but like I just feel like I'm more balanced and I'm able to like because now I have this routine. I have all these little morning work that I do,
Mhm.
meditations, I have afternoon work that I do.
Ooh,
And then
but it
like
doesn't
doing
sound like it's work though.
it's
'Cause
not,
sometimes work is
no,
like,
it's
oh
not.
God, there's
Yeah,
more work.
no. I mean, I think like in like the third module or the second, I can't remember which module it was. Like I'm obsessed with it. It was it's the one where you're showing us how to do the chakra balancing
Oh,
and the
yes.
I loved like those two things were just like life altering. I
Mhm.
love those meditations or energy work. They're really I do them every day and I find that those are the days, if I don't do them, I definitely feel it,
Mhm.
just definitely feel more balanced and centered and grounded and coming from a place of like, okay, I can handle this. I'm not going down the dark rabbit hole of like, oh my God, it's so much work. What if so and so doesn't like this? What if it's too witchy? What if it's whatever? Like I'm feeling very confident and like it's okay. Like I'm moving forward, you
Yeah.
know.
I mean, all of your best fit clients have been like so excited about the way that you rebranded everything and packaged it. And even when it came to like the pricing, they've all been actually really excited about all of your changes. And I'll remind you, you also moved
Yeah.
during our time together, which is huge. And also something that happens commonly when people that I work with, like a big change will happen for them.
Yeah, I mean, that was like so out of the blue, but the space was such a perfect space. It has sunlight,
Mhm.
which is super important to me. You can see the outside world because I'm located inside a suite. And as most of you know, like suites are, kind of cave-like.
Mhm.
And yeah, so this was a little bit of extra space, but most importantly, light, and my clients have all like just really, it was definitely worth the jump, so to speak,
Yeah.
And yeah, as far as financially, I mean, I've been able to throw out my new pricing and nobody's really batting an eyebrow,
That's
and
huge. That's
it's
such a big
very
win because can you think about how many years, like just ballpark it, how many years have you thought about raising your prices and you're like, oh my God, I don't know if I can do that.
exactly. And I usually only raise them like $5. Like when
$5 because I don't want to upset
I
anyone.
don't want to upset anybody. So when I
What
was doing the
happens
big
if
jump,
if somebody gets upset? Yeah.
I was like, oh my God, what's going to happen? But I was like, I'm going to
Yeah,
do it anyway. I'm just going for it.
that's
And I
huge.
don't think I would have had that confidence if it hadn't been for, well, just working with everybody, knowing that there were successes, but but just that, like, I don't know, like even, I just felt like I'm on the right path. Everything kind of came together in such a timely, divine timely way that I was just like, this is gonna be good. This will be really good.
That's
So,
great. You
yeah,
feel so calm now. It's great.
I am.
It's like such a great, like, should like your eyes are really clear and you're like this. And you were never like this, but you're like this now. It's
Yeah,
like you're living you said, oh, I want my clients to feel like goddesses. And you're very like wanting to really care for women in this like new way and create these premium offers and different packages.
yeah,
But it feels like you're living that, which is so cool, which allows you to then help them, feel that way and look that way as well.
yeah, you know, yeah,
Yeah, that's so cool.
yeah.
Well, thank you for sharing your story. The last thing I want to ask is I always think about somebody who's watching this, like late at night or whatever, um, like what kind of like advice would you give them or um, anything that you would share with somebody who's watching your video right now and inspired by you and drawn to you.
I think I would say trust the process and don't let fear keep you back. Don't let it hold you back. I think a lot of times we get like afraid of change, but really, the universe needs us to be fluid so that we can move and flow like water and like energy. And I think just allowing that in your life brings you up to a higher vibration, and then all the things come,
I
you
love
know,
it.
all the things come.
If
So.
somebody wants to find you or follow you, how can they get in touch with you?
So they can go to my website, which is susanhendersonhair.com. You can find me at Instagram at susanhenderson_hair. I'm on Facebook with the same name, so you can kind of find me everywhere.
Amazing. Thank you so much,
Thank
Susan.
you. Thank you so much.